up, everybody? Topps Chrome Full Case Blasters. Pick your team number 14. We are almost full. Just got the Mavericks. If by the halfway point of me taking out 20 boxes, we are not filled, I might just figure out a way to go buy the stack or something else. I like the blasters a lot too. I prefer the hangers. Durango, at this time, I'm going to say no. I'm going to go check with backer them. Because honestly, if it's going to take 1 week to fill every time we do one box, honestly, it's probably not worth to keep in our store. But I'm not sure. If backer tells me add it, I'll add it in. Or if backer or Scott tells me keep it in the store, it goes when it goes. I really don't mind keeping it there. It's just I like to have about 8 breaks to 10 breaks at maximum in the store at a time. Especially for the light channel. Because then what happens is like what happens with Prism. Prism sat for, you know, several days. Prism football, I should say, sat for several days. And then you had Sapphire sitting for several days. I got Bowman Draft sitting for over a week, which that's not acceptable neither. What's up, J Master Go-Ups? Not by the two. That would be too much sorting. Too much sorting and too much extra shipping in the event we did connect on it. So honestly, I think it's best if we go by the 8, or worst case, I'll do it by the 4. But if I do that, I can't really do any deals because you gotta, you know, instead of a $500 spot shipping to one person, I'm now shipping to 8 different people. Guys, let's do this. Let's do our hangers next. Well, if I'm doing the sorting manually, yes, that's the problem. That's also another problem. So I'm adding on more time, more labor. Oh, no problem, Kitson. No problem, buddy. Congratulations again, Kitson. Congrats, man. Little PC love for you, bud. That's the best part about my job, quote unquote job. That's the best part, is that appreciation when you hit like a PC team for somebody that really collects the Hawks, the Mavericks, the Spurs, the Jazz, the Wizards, whomever. The Bowman Superfractor? Oh, was that nobody, the one that deactivated his Instagram and everything? The giveaway one? Sorry, I didn't realize that was the name of the player. I didn't really realize it. It reminds me of another very big breaker on the WN platform when they did that with Trevor Lawrence. Was it Trevor Lawrence? It was Trevor Lawrence, I think, yeah. That whole event reminded me of that. Oh, the gold kaboom. Sorry, the gold kaboom. Yeah, gold. Huh. And there's somebody being at the doors and... Who was the football player? Who was the original one? Brandon Cooks to 99. Brandon Cooks to 99. I have to think about it. Somebody at the door. It makes no sense to me. You pull a big card. I could pull, and let's be honest. Like, I will use this as a great example. If I was a hammer scammer, okay? If I was a scammer, and I had a gold auto of Cooper Flag that's, I don't know, call it $20,000. Let's say $20,000. I don't know what a gold Cooper Flag auto does. Sorry, guys, I really don't. But let's say I scam the chat of a gold Cooper Flag for $20,000. Let's just say I am doing it. Number one, I'm gonna scam for a one-time big card. One time. And if I sold it within 2 weeks, $20,000 is life-changing. Absolutely. Absolutely. But now what? Now I just fucked myself of being a breaker, and I sacrificed my long-term income. My long-term income. 20,000. 5,000 goes fast, 100,000 goes fast. A lot of it goes fast. 20,000 would change a lot of lives, trust me. 20,000 is getting out of a car payment for most people, getting out of a college tuition. Pays rent for an entire year for some people. Like, that's pretty massive. That's pretty big. Pay off a few credit cards. Community college tuition. Community college tuition. Community college. But that's the thing. That's the end goal. Like, that's how you know it's like a. That's how you know it's like. It's just people don't think about those things. Like, there's no benefit to you scamming. I guarantee I hit somebody here a $20,000 Cooper Flag. You know what ends up happening? Honestly, you know what ends up happening? People text me on the side. Oh, Hammer, I want to tip you. Or Hammer, hey, Cook, hey, let me send you this card for hitting this for me. Like, that's the kind of shit I get. And I'm going to tell you, you don't ever have to tip me. Ever. Some of you guys bought me food. Some of you guys donate Larry Birds to me. Some of you guys, some of you guys buy me Celtics in a $2 hobby for $50. Whatever, whatever it is. That's cool with me. Like, but the relationship I built, if this was my own business, or if I ever left Blez, I'm just saying, if I ever left Blez, right? Let's say Hammer breaks again. That's not going to happen, FYI. It's not. But if I ever started it back again and you guys remembered me, tell me you guys wouldn't come support 1 or 2 times. Maybe not every day, but I know you guys would come support. That's the truth of it. Like, I rather long-term relationships and everything. Everything. To JG Wentworth? 877 cash now? Jeez. Durango, I was totally joking. I'm so sorry. I've never heard of Wentworth before, but it just reminded me of JT. JT, so that's how I met Becker, JT. So I used to break for myself. So I still have my Facebook group. I still have it. I don't do any breaks out of respect for Blez. Because I wouldn't ever steal Blez's customers. I'm not that kind of guy, you know? Yo, what's up, horse?
Pretty sheets.
My sheets?
Yeah.
Pretty. That's how I know I don't forget a sheet.
I changed this one.
Oh, I didn't catch that one.
It's very simple, but there's like 100 people that have that. So
Got you.
that just made it a little more unique, so it doesn't. So anything moving forward will say that name.
Thank you, bro.
I just wanted to catch it now before I forget.
Yeah. Sorry. If I don't respond, sorry, just because my text is always on vibrate, so I try to check it in between the breaks, but I try very hard not to stay on my phone. I'm not familiar with Wentworth School of Art and Design. John, John, we're not supposed to do deals on it. I did this for Moses too. If you want them for $430, I'll do it for you. If you want it. Give you a really nice price. You pushed this through on that sapphire too. One second, John. Let me make sure it's there for you, buddy. Oh shit, John. John, don't send, John. I'm sorry. Kitson took the Mavericks. John, thank you. Kitson took the Mavericks in the store. I'm sorry. Nobody told me it was sold out. I'm so sorry. If you want anything in the hanger case, I'm gonna try and push the hanger case next. I'll take care of you, John. I promise. No, I always appreciate you, cuz always. I mean, come on, Moses. My brother, Mr. JKO over here, just pushed the. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have seen Sapphire. I might have still been sitting on my butt. Hurt your feelings. Come on. Yep. We're going to do the hangers next. Velasquez, we're going to do the hangers next. Yes. Yeah, Moses is cool. We're just fucking around. Let's do it, guys. Thank you, guys. John, thank you very much. If you want something on the hangers, I'm going to do my best to push that through. Hangers will be next. And I am going to go drown in some Utah Pow-Pow. Buddy, mind if I ask you, buddy, and you don't have to answer this. You said that doesn't even cover your taxes. I don't know anybody that pays that exuberant amount of taxes. I mean, like, I've paid, the most taxes I've ever paid in a year might have been like $1,500. And that was because of, certain write-offs that I don't really BS my taxes. Some guys I know put a couple extra donations. I'm pretty accurate with my taxes. I don't know the creative loopholes for taxes. I would love to have a creative loophole for tax. I would love to. So if you guys know anybody that's creative, let me know. Well, see, when I used to do my withholdings, Moses, I mean, most of us in Hawaii, we just claim zero. Because nowadays, for like the last 10 years, I haven't had to give anybody a W-4 where they had to elect how much withholdings they wanted to take. Oh, no. Was it W-4? It was W-4, right? Is where you elect your tax withholdings. I forget because I don't have to hire and train anymore. Yeah, W4, W4. Wait, no, W4 is state? Yeah, like even for Blez, my federal withholding, I've never had a chance to claim 0, claim 1. I've never, even for Blez, I can't do that. I don't claim 0, I don't claim 1. It's literally, it was literally as simple as name, social security number, done. Oh, fuck. I forgot Kitson shit. Do it right now, Kitson. I think I did forget. Paid. He's paid. He's paid. My bad. My bad. Sorry. I had the point screen up too. I forgot to do it before I started whipping packs. You know why? Because I went to use the restroom. Every couple hours I try to go use restroom, stretch the legs, walk. Try not to just stay seated all the time. I never used to really, but it's just like, you know, you're supposed to not stay seated for, you know, more than what, an hour or whatever. You're supposed to take like the 20-minute or the 5-minute like walk or whatever. Yeah, like I don't mind paying. I don't mind paying taxes. It's just the way that we get taxed that I disagree with. As I obviously, I've never like, what's the word I'm looking for here? I want police protection. I want firefighter protection. I want good roads. Yada yada yada. I do, 100% I do. But I will say the but now. What I don't like in general, which many of us don't like, I just hate the fact that like I get taxed on tax on tax. I get taxed on my income. Then when I go to the grocery store, which in Vegas, thankfully, we don't get taxed on unprepared foods. But, you know, you go grocery store, I get taxed. I go to McDonald's, I get taxed. I go do something for the government and I got to pay the government, I get charged taxes, fees, and surcharges. I go buy a car, I got to go pay title fees and dock fees and taxes. Then when I go sell my car, when I go sell my $1,000 sports card on eBay, because I made money, I get taxed on the money I made with the money that I bought that I was already taxed on. Like, I just hate that shit. As I'm sure every good businessman out there hates that as well. That's just a system I don't understand. Like, again, I'm interested in learning why it is that way, but it just doesn't make sense to me. I pay property taxes, I pay interest, and even after you own the property, you still pay property tax on a house that you own, but the land that you're renting. Oh, we don't have state tax in Nevada. We don't have state tax here, which is really nice. No, like seriously, like, you know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I just, you know, again, as a kid growing up, I wish, honest to God, I wish this was taught to me in school. I wish my parents were more educated about my financial literacy, as well as my, financial education. Honestly, it's just fucking irritating. Federal taxes, Social Security taxes, Medicare taxes, construction on beautification of the roadways, and beautification of landscaping, and beautification of this and that, and library taxes, and again, if anybody cares to educate me, I'm all ears. I love being educated, trust me. And you know what? And on that other side of the coin, Moses, as much as I want to say you're absolutely right, it wouldn't necessarily be fair to the people that is ultra wealthy, you know, too. On the opposite side of that coin, you know, because then what's the incentive to being wealthy? But then again, on the other flip side, this is where I talk to myself, right? If I'm making buku bajillion billions of dollars a year, and I have to, but what I'm saying is, wait, hold on. Remember, I'm on both sides here. I want to understand both sides. The one thing I don't agree with is, I'm going to start the Hama Foundation for underprivileged Hawaiians in Las Vegas. I just donated $2 million over there. Like, I'm like, yo, I feel like that 2 million could have been better used in certain other areas to better the community, better the state. Am I a billionaire? I'm lucky if I'm a thousandaire. I'm lucky if I got a few thousand. I didn't say I wasn't on your side, trust me. I never said I wasn't on your side. I never once said that. I just said to be fair. Right, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like, that kind of stuff. That's the loopholes that I'm like, what the fuck? So what you're saying is, I'm going to go put on some green tights. And I'm going to go put on a green hat with a feather. I'm going to go jack from the rich and give to the poor. Obviously, I'm making light of the situation. Jokingly, guys. Jokingly. That's Fritz, that's the shit I disagree with, yes. That's the shit I fully disagree with. All that insider trading knowledge crap. The SEC bans it from the regular people like us. But all these upper level politicians, congressmen, all these political figures, somehow, some way, know to buy BP gas or Nvidia. That's the kind of shit I disagree with, yes. And then to your degree, why? You know what I mean? Like, why does this politician, this person in Senate, why does this person in Congress, why do they need $800,000? Why do they need several $1 million? Like, why? What are they using it for? Oh, they're funding their campaigns for what? To push their agenda? Again, what's up, Malozzi? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Sorry, and again, if anybody's not interested, money is such an emotional subject, right, guys? Like, to anybody. Money is a very emotional subject, very touchy subject, very sensitive subject. But I'm just being the average, call me American, average Hawaiian. I mean, how do you think I feel? And I'm sure a lot of you guys, maybe that lived in New York, maybe that live in San Francisco, I'm sure a lot of you guys have similar experiences. It just genuinely sucks coming from Hawaii, where our cost of living is just absolutely insane, that we're forced. All of our houses are multi-generational. Single family houses have 3 families underneath the household just to survive. You know? It's like, it's insane. And good cars, Malozzi. Yes, yes. Take your guys' hangers. We're going to push that next. Hanger bangers are next. Exactly. We're praying. Why do you think most Hawaiians are Fritz? Honestly, we can't afford it. I'm Hawaiian. I could apply for Hawaiian homestead lands, but you know what's going to happen? I'm going to be on a waiting list for 20 years of my life. And you know what? In that 20 years, it led me here. I'm betting my ass on myself. I'll bet on my own self. I'll put in my own hard work, my own blood, sweat, and tears in 20 years to provide for Mrs. Hammer and my family by busting ass, working 2 jobs, 3 jobs, doing whatever the fuck I gotta do to make it out in the real world, then wait for 20 years and pray that I get on the Hawaiian homestead list. 100%. 100%. 100%. Oh, you're exactly. If you're an indigenous, exactly. If you are an indigenous person, you feel my pain. You feel my pain on that. And I'm very sorry. This might sound very uneducated. I don't even know how to, narag-consent. I don't know what that means. I'm so sorry. But I lived on a rock most of my life. Don't come at me with my education. So I only somewhat recently learned about those tribes, our Fritz, recently, because we have another tribe kind of by the mountain where I go snowboarding here. It might be the PEQUOT one that you're talking about, my brother. That might be it. But yeah, it's terrible. It's very like, it's disheartening. We can't afford to live there, so we have to go move off of the land to have better job opportunities, cheaper land, for us to have a chance to share a home with our family. And then yeah, we have a lot. I mean, how much outside investors do you have? Rihanna, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, was it Jennifer Love Hewitt or whomever? Shohei Ohtani buying a massive piece on Kauai. I only know moose. I don't know how to say the other two words. I'm sorry. And I don't want to try to say it and offend anybody neither. I've never, in Hawaii, Fritz, I can tell you right now, I don't believe I've ever met anybody that was truly a Native American. So I apologize for my ignorance on that subject, obviously. I wasn't exactly, who's texting me? Absolutely, and you know me, man. I love the education. It makes me feel good because then I feel more educated and I feel more empowered to make appropriate decisions. But yeah, that's the coolest thing. I'm glad to have learned that about you, Fritz. I like that. It's just, it's so hard in Hawaii, and I'm sure for you Native Americans and indigenous people out there, it's very difficult for us too. Like, we're kind of forced off of our land. Well, my family, we're kind of bled out of it already, but I only recently found out, maybe like 15 years ago, I could be part Norwegian, which tie back to the Vikings era as well. Would make sense with my skin color. Unfortunately, it doesn't make sense on my beard, though. My beard is hella patchy. Might have cut the Chinese side on my beard, unfortunately. But I'm pretty sure it's bled out of our bloodline already, from my understanding. That's so sick, Fritz. I'm glad you kind of gave me some education today. I love to try to learn something new every day. Believe it or not, it's not easy to learn something new every day. Exactly. It's not easy to learn something new every day. You know, they say never stop learning. It is not easy to learn something new every day. Not easy. Okay, so my mom was huge. Oh, that's sick, Dixons. So my great-grandma, they were all pure Portuguese. Like that. So a lot of people in Hawaii, especially a lot of Hawaiians are always mixed with some sort of Asian. So we have a lot of Hawaiian Portuguese, Hawaiian Japanese, Hawaiian Chinese, Hawaiian Filipino. Very, very like common mixtures in Hawaii. Very common. But funny story, Fritz. I'll tell you a real fun story, and you can ask Mrs. Hammer if you see her. My mom, for some reason, she passed away when I was in high school. So as much as I want to say I knew my mom, there's a lot I didn't know about my mom. But for some reason, my mom collected a lot of Native American art. So she had a lot of like dream catchers, and I don't think it was those touristy dream catchers neither. But she had like a lot of dream catchers. She had a couple of like hand-drawn arts of, like Native Americans, horses, like that. She loved Dances with Wolves. I know she's watched Last of the Mohegans. She loved all of that. I've never ever talked to her about it, and unfortunately I'll never be able to talk to her about it, but that's cool. Yeah, so my mom was somewhat, I know she was interested, but again, unfortunately, I'll never know to what extent. So I still have her, I don't know if I have her dream catcher. I don't know what happened to it, but I do have like one of her pictures of like a Native American drawing. And again, I don't know who, what, when, where, why, how she got it. You know, if it's anybody famous or if it's just something. But Durango's gonna like me saying this. My mom was very into that. She was into like the supernatural. She was into aliens, which is how I got scared of aliens for the rest of my life, FYI. Not so much scared of it anymore, but it still freaks me out. But the one thing she did do, and just totally side note before we start this break here, you know what movie she did introduce? She's a typical mom. She loved Law and Order. She loved, Whose Line Is It Anyway? She liked CSI with Gail Grissom. She got me into that shit, 100%. The one movie she got me into, and I'll always love this movie, Shawshank Redemption. She used to tell me that was her #1 favorite movie. Shawshank Redemption. That's cool, Fritz. That was my mom's favorite #1 movie. And from like I think I first watched it like 2000, 2001 when I was like, like middle school. She was watching it. She used to always tell me she loved the movie. And I was like, oh, who's these old farts on screen? They're in a prison. That's not cartoons. That's not cool. But for some reason, when I watched it with her, just like not really understanding all the context because I'm still young, I picked up on it. Until this day, I love that movie. That's the one movie like I can stop to watch, Guys, thank you there. Fritz, thanks for the conversation. Full case, Tops, Chrome Blasters, pick your team 14, guys. Fun little side conversations on this beautiful Aloha Friday. Please take your guys' hanger cases. The hanger cases will be going right after this, guys. Good luck, everyone. Starting with Jeremiah Fears and a lot of rookies up top. Amari Williams. This case does look a little interesting because I have a lot of rookies sitting on the very top packs. So very interesting. True green for the Sixers. Nice Embiid still. Eddie, I wanted that to be a nice VJ for you. That would have been sick. Wemby refractor. Ace Bailey, Colin Murray. Hope is a great thing. Maybe the best of things. And no good thing ever dies. I hope this letter finds you. I hope. That was Red's last spiel, exact word for word. If it wasn't my favorite movie, I would not be able to quote that word for word. And remember, Red, hope is a good thing. Maybe the best of things. And no good thing ever dies. I hope this letter finds you. Your friend, Andy. Amari Williams. I love that quote. I love that quote is the best quote. I live off that quote till this day. Refractor of Zekarsky. I love that. Leaf, I love that movie, dude. I love that. Sorry, I don't mean to blab about everything else today, but today has been a very, very conversational thing. Now, anything else Stephen King, believe it or not, I'm not good at. I can't watch spooky movies. I get nightmares very easy. Young Hansen for the Blazers. Dixon's. He's on a board now. I can't stand the quietness. The quietness. I'm good on that one, bro. I'm good on that one. I don't think you could pay me $1 million to sit there and watch that tapes again. Honestly, I think I would freak. Nice. Steph, Ball of Duty on the Ray Wave. Fuck that. Nice. There's your VJ on the red, white, and blue. The true color match. Igor on the red, white, and blue. And lots of rookies in this case. I like it. Cooper. Aqua. Wow, another Sixers sweat failed me. O'Shea Brissett to 199. Aqua basketballs. Let's do it, Trev. Dude, buddy, you have no clue how much I appreciate listening to other people's life stories, their perspectives, their struggles and hardships. Because honestly, even from a story, I learn from it. I'll be like, oh shit, I should learn to appreciate working at Blez more. I should learn to, be a little bit more careful with my money. I should learn to take more risk. If I was in Buddy's shoes and I had to pay $70,000 in taxes, what could I do better? Like, I always think about putting myself in your shoes. How would I feel if I was brand new to collecting and I made you spend $1,000 on a shit spot that didn't hit, and now you can't afford rent, or whatever the lessons are out there. I'm obviously blabbing, but Colin Murray for the Raptors, Kike, and Javon Small. Let's do some hanger bangers next, guys. Hanger bangers. Lots of rookies in this case. Lots of rookies. An abnormally high amount of rookies. Hopefully I'm not jinxing it. Richardson, rookie. That's a red auto. Guys, that's a red autograph. 5 of 5. That's a red autograph. That's a red auto. That could be beyond massive. That could be beyond massive. That could be beyond massive. Can't do a guess because I showed too much on it, but let me finish my stack here. We'll show it. If it's Isaiah Collier, I'm closing shop. I'm going home. If it's Isaiah Collier, I'm going home. Just letting you guys know. I'm leaving these stacks. Bobo can finish it for me tomorrow. I'm going home. 5 of 5 red stratospheric autograph. And he just got wave 2 for the Nets ting. That's Cameron Johnson, 5 of 5. I wanted to see a rookie there on our first red autograph out of the Blasters. I didn't oversweat. Oh, yeah, he's on the Nuggets. That's right. He is on the Nuggets. Yes. 5 of 5 of Cam Johnson. Wasn't he released from the Nets? Oh, shit. Wait, hold on. Why is that a 55 point? Oh, stupid ass. I'm thinking of Cam Thomas. I'm so sorry. This is Cam Johnson. This is the former Phoenix Sun. I apologize. I'm getting everybody confused. I'm thinking Cam Thomas. My apologies. Interesting. My regular top loaders came with 2 55-point top loaders. Interesting. Sorry, boys. He was a former Phoenix Sun. Yes, 2019 rookie, same class as Zion. Sorry. Hey, I'll take it. Our first red auto. I didn't care for it, but yeah, I seen it. It's just you're referencing something that WWE is going to have to go back and figure out how to tie it in. And they're going to do it several years later. Are they going to do The Rock versus Roman Reigns? I doubt it, but I think Cody's cool. I don't really care for Cody Rhodes. Like, he was never over with me, ever. Cody Rhodes will never, ever be over with me. Do I enjoy his hard work, his tenacity? Do I enjoy his Do I enjoy his work ethic and everything? Yes. He's just not for me. Bad Bunny versus Donald Trump at WWE Super Slam. That's such a nasty red auto. We finally hit a nasty red auto. So we've hit black autos, we've hit red autos, finally. That's our first red auto out of the blasters, guys. That's pretty sick. Beyond hard to hit. I was not expecting a red autograph, trust me. Not expecting a red auto there. See, like, I love that. Like, we're all having good vibes in the chat. We're all talking stories. We're listening. We're disagreeing with each other, but we're respecting each other's, you know, opinions. And then all of a sudden now, like, oh, boom, red hits. Oh, shit. Like, you know, I love that. I get goosebumps talking about that shit. If you can't tell. I literally get goosebumps when the vibes are good and we're hitting and talking story. That's my jam right there, guys. That's what gets me. That's what gets me ticking. Nothing else matters in that very moment. Always, always, always. And it doesn't have to be about sports. Like, majority of my conversations is usually non-sports related. Shit. That's over 100 cases. 7 times 4 is 280 packs to a case. Mathematicians. 500 cases for a red, is that correct? 502 cases, basically, is that right? Seven packs per blaster. That's insane. Kalkbrenner. Nice. Shay's been flying out the last few breaks. Golden Hawk. Shay has been flying, guys. Edgecombe, Terrence Shannon. You know what's funny though? Didn't this case feel different, guys? Like I said it, I was like, hey, fuck, there's a shit ton of rookies there. First Shay, yes, Golden Hawk. First Shay of the break. We're only, what? Only about 12 boxes in. 12 to 14 boxes deep in the break so far, brother. Not even halfway through. Igor Refractor. Speaking of another Shay, there's Shay number 2 for you. Will Richard on the refractor. Will Richard on the basketballs now. Guys, take your hanger bangers. Let's find the golden hanger bangers for us. Let's do it. Shepard. Akez. Lanier in the red, white, and blue. Give us one more colored auto, please. Let's have like a gold auto next. I don't want to ask for too much. How about a gold auto? Or a super fractor. I'll take a super. Green basketballs for the Lake Show? It's not LeBron, I'll tell you that. DFS to 99. Arm size or head? Arm size, head, or basketball placement? It's one of those. It's one of those few that I gotta do investigative research on, Travis. Full case hangers are right after this, guys. Gonna keep repeating it. Full case hangers, guys. Take them. It's going before I get off. We're squeezing off all these fun breaks today. Let's hit another red. Let's hit another super. Malawa. Yellow for Miami's Wade to 275. There's some Wade color finally. Igor refractor on the go time. No SSPs yet. Watch this be like a glass canvas and like a patinate. Glass canvas and patinate. Or like an ultraviolet. What if there was an ultraviolet in this case? I think that would be pretty sick too. Traore. Franz, yellow basketballs, 275. Colin Murray, refractor for the Raps. Traore on the red, white, and blue. Today was definitely a pretty fun day, though. Oh no, Fabaruski. Jeremiah Fears, red, white, and blue. Yeah, these cards are like Bold to Kingdom Come, too. It's terrible. Wow, John Stockton, orange basketballs to 25. Ray Sports Cards, 13 to 25. Stockton, Richardson. Stockton, orange basketballs, 13 to 25. Nice case. Really nice case. Koopa flag on the base. Kanipo on the Ball of Duty Ray Wave. We're officially a little bit past the halfway point, guys. Solid break, one auto, no SSPs. Should see another auto in a minimum, as well as some SSPs. Good color so far as well. Really, really, really nice case, guys. Really, 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 really nice case. Ooh. That was probably the worst edge I've seen in Topps Chrome. The thing actually like was sharp, was jagged, was actually the correct term I wanted to use there. Do not grade that one. Wemby, red, white, and blue, Spurs. Aqua of Tobias Harris. Young Hansen Refractor. Cade, red, white, and blue. Canepo base. McNeely on the red, white, and blue. Yannick on the red, white, and blue. PCPs for Travis. Brunson basketballs. Ha! Okay. Well, it wasn't Isaiah Collier. It was Cody Williams on our second auto. Jazz and Ray Sports Cards. It's always Cody Williams and Isaiah Collier. I don't know what's happening. Even when we get a red auto, it's still them. Jazz shouldn't sit. Jazz is guaranteed an auto as of the recent blaster cases. Elijah Martin. And upside. Oh, what if this is a 101? Please, please, Lord, just be like a red, be like a black. Be like a red or a black. I've never seen a Fanatical flipped upside down for Eddie. Good luck. Well, I had hope for one. Fanatical SSP is VJ Edgecombe. First time we've ever seen it backwards. Harper behind it on the basketballs. I ain't gonna lie. I thought that might have been like a superfractor or like a red. Because it was backwards. I've never once had an SSP that was backwards, ever. Now they're coming backwards. You know what, though? You know what? Listen, I agree. No Larry Bird yet, my brother. No Larry Bird yet. Pretty crazy case, honestly, if you're in this one. Vigos, no Bird yet. We had a red auto. Number to 5, it was Cam Thomas. Excuse me. Cam Johnson. Fuck, I keep getting the names mixed up. No Larry Birds on this one so far, cuz. If and when we hit them, I got you. After this, we're going to push the hanger boxes through, and then that's probably going to be my last break right there. But so far, really nice case. Really good case. If you don't mind me asking, where you work, cuz, Brother Joe? If too specific, if I have to take one guess, I'm gonna listen to Pearl Harbor Shipyard. Watch Pearl Harbor Shipyard. That's my guess. Biggest medical insurance in a state. Oh, HMSA. Sorry, cuz we Hollies out here now. We get Blue Cross Blue Shield. Cooper flag on the base. I honestly was just guessing. I was like, oh, Pearl Harbor Shipyard gotta be. Trey Johnson, red, white, and blue. Really nice case. Harper. Kessler. Nice. The Thunder spot paid for itself. Golden Hawk. There's another Shea Gilgeous. And another $40 bill for the Golden Hawk. Jeremiah Fierce. You work at the you know what? You know what? Hey, I should shut up. You're right. You're right. You're. Oh. Oh. LRB. We know what NJ stands for. It's the court jester. There's a nice patent in. It's been a long time since we've seen those. Nice yo kick. Nice yo kick. Oh, come on, Harrison. Not me. Not me. You think I made a money? My name's not my last name isn't Cam. Golden. My last name's not Cam. Or Ishibashi. Alright, come on, guys. Yannick. My last name is not Blez, no siree. When I first started with here, my handle was Hammer Blez. Just cause you know like how everybody reps their company, right? So I figured it would be cooler and S Blez wanted me to have like Blez in the name. I recall him telling me that. So I made my name Hammer Blez, one word. So my username and everything like that is still Hammer Blez. But then people are like, oh, where did this brother come from? He looks special. And I'm like, oh, they're my cousins. And then people honestly started believing that I was related. And I was like, okay, this isn't good. People actually thought I was related. And I was like, shit. Fleming, red, white, and blue. So then I just changed it. And everybody was like, I just be... Jags was the one that was like, oh, just be Hammer. And I'm like, okay. I was like, that's fine with me. But it's easier because a lot of like the Canadian guys that used to like purchase with me, a lot of like the out-of-state guys, they always just knew me as the Hammer. So it was a lot easier for me. So now when you find like a Hawaiian break group, you know, let's say somebody from Hawaii, like Aloha, like I'm guessing, I don't know if these are real companies, but Aloha Card Breaks, you know, Paradise Aloha Cards, blah, 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 blah. You notice most of them not Hammer. Because thankfully I still got the name, so yes, sir. That stack. It can be interpreted in many different ways, that's why. Last stack. Good luck, guys. Nice. The $2.99 Kawhi Leonard. Travis. On the TO activators. Ace Bailey on the base. Yaki Tunis on the red, white, and blue. Lots of Colin Murray. Ooh. Rick Barry to 150 again. That's the second one. Yeah, Steven, yeah, it's right there. I'm gonna finish this. I got the hanger case behind me. I just gotta get Cooper Flag off. Either that or we're gonna go buy the 8 box. We're gonna go 8 stacks of 8. Oh, we'll get it off. We'll get it off. Trust me, if there's breaks that are close, guys, I'll never leave. Unless I tell you I have to leave. But if I got breaks close, let's fucking rip them. Nice refractor of Cooper Flag. Out of nowhere. For Kitson. He is a hitter today. Kitson is an absolute hitter today. Oh, not... Ooh! Kitson is still a hitter today. Maybe not grade that refractor because I just looked at the centering and the centering don't look nice on that one. Red, white, and blue, different story. Another $20, we won't count it. There's another base of Shea Gilgis for the Golden Paolo on the Aqua to 199. And then we have last couple of spots here. Clifford. Walter Clayton on the Ray Wave. Are you not going to give me any extra auto today? This would be the perfect time to give us the extra auto, extra SSP right here. Wow, another Shea Gilgis. Well, Kitson's red hot today. Congratulations for Mr. Kitson. Nice break. Very nice break. Mavericks ended up doing pretty well. Pretty cool. Nice break. This one I definitely agree. This one looks really nicely centered. Maybe a little bit to the left, but still well within the guidelines. I definitely would not send in that Cooper flag. That centering looks atrocious. Awesome, 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 possum. Guys, hangers, help me close. Can we close out the hangers, guys? Let's end today strong on my favorite retail SKU. Hanger banger time. You know Hamma needs to say it at least a few times a day. Hanger banger, hanger banger, hanger banger. Let's do hanger bangers. I think Prism Blasters is getting kind of close. I'll probably add in a second one. I'll get Bobo. I want to keep some stuff close for Bobo, guys. So let's do that. Unless somebody kills the Blasters, then whatever. I'll rip them. But like to give him a kickstart too, if and when I can.
Bahama.
Good morning, Swish.
Good morning.
Yeah, 16 left. It will go. It's going.
See a lot of names I don't recognize. I like that.
Yeah. You know JT got him. You know everybody in this road. LaRoe might be the only one.
Michael Wilson, yes. Ron Burgundy, of course. Joe Smith has a dual autograph with, I think, Kobe Bryant.
Joe Smith, he's a local Hawaiian brother.
Hell yeah.
He said, oh, he saw a good-looking, handsome Hawaiian on top this platform. Yeah, this fucker. Hey, he stay at work right now. He stay at work. Or he might be on the TV on his office. We gotta be. Joe, don't worry. I taught all these brothers what the definition of how to use you fucker. All these brothers know. Forgot to separate the Cooper flags like a donkey. The red, white, and blue smacked really well too. Nice VJ, Jeremiah Fears, Cooper flag. That was pretty awesome. Here's all your numbered and colored hits and your remarkables. Paulo, Barry, Kawhi, Harris. Stockton orange to 25 was pretty sick. And our SSPs, patent of Nikola Jokic. VJ Edgecombe on the Fanatical. Cody Williams on the Stratospheric. And our very first red auto, it's Cameron Johnson red. Ting, I'm going to beat the sword on this. It's our first red autograph. I'm still going to beat the sword on it. And Mr. Kitson, you already know, brother. All your trues, beating the sword for you, Mr. Kitson. You got to beat the sword from today already. I'll throw it in there. Thank you guys very much, guys.